Hello.
Hello.
Give me a second. Let's see.
If Twitch lies.
Yes, it looks like we're live.
We're live. Oh gosh.
All right, let me hit the So how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing okay. I'm almost off of sickness, so I'm glad I'm not sick anymore. It's been everywhere. And I hope everyone out there, including you all, stays healthy. Suck otherwise.
Fucking okay. For some reason, the theme fucking stopped. There we go. All right. So, we've been live for a little bit here. Not connecting to Twitch. Oh, yeah, okay. It just fuck when you were problem shooting. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is that? All right. Hello, I'm Ballast. Welcome to DBA short story. I don't remember that entire spiel. Basically, this is an offshoot of our game set in the anime campaign / Epithet TTRPG system, DBA, which is a weekly game when we can get it done as such, revolving around a rotating cast of players, characters, NPCs, plot lines, and GMs. I am Ballast. I GM some DBA as such, and my two cohorts today are Poco and Rosche, if they could introduce themselves.
Okay. I guess I'll go first since I was said first. Hello, everyone. My name is Poco. I am occasionally a member of DBA. You may know me from such hits as Enev and others. I'm going to be the player, air quotes, of this session, this short story. I'm also the streamer, so please yell at me or yell at one of my cohorts if anything is wrong with the stream, sound or otherwise.
Don't yell at me, I'm sensitive.
Yell at him, quickly.
Hey, hello there, everybody. It's me, Rosche. You might recognize me from such hits as Lizard, Slime, or even Mimic. You know, now you know me as the guy who's here for some reason.
Speaking of here for some reason, if you want to be here for the reason of letting you know when we're live, make sure to join Fine Dining, our Discord server. There's the link. Join us, please.
Please.
And with that, I think we're more or less good to begin. And with that being the case, on this day that we find ourselves in the Daybreak Bay area's park, as many a times DBA is known to do, a man in his mid to late 40s is currently drumming along a briefcase that he has when the individual on the bench to his right eventually appears after taking his due time.
Yeah. Soundlessly, just sort of slinking into the bench, sitting there, taking out a book, looking at it. They're curled up in a strange sitting position as they sort of flit between looking at the book and looking at Relican.
The old man, seeing his cohort arrive, becomes much more jaunty in his happing along of the briefcase. All right, thank you for meeting with me, as I requested. Well, as you know, you're not exactly my apprentice anymore, and, well, you can't really be a martial arts master if no one else knows your art and so on. And he just kind of swings the briefcase up and around, tossing it up, catching it, tossing it up again. Accidentally drops it once, kind of frowns for a second at that, before slowly picking it up again. So in here, I've gotten one of the two current theoretical replacements for you. However, he's a bit of a Riley one, Liúlàng. And I figured, if anyone, you could help make sure that he does not cause problems upon me letting him out. As I told you. So, I don't know if you have a specific sword that you want to get out, considering. Figured I'd just let you decide on that before I set him down and so on.
Liúlàng just sort of wordlessly stares at Relican, like, with the look in their icon. It's a rather piercing, not very comforting look. As they sort of pause a moment, they slowly close their book. Alright. Sure. Stranger keeping him in the briefcase, but not my place to ask.
He's a small one. Small, just like for some reason, both this one taps the briefcase again, and the other one are both like weird, not monsters. I wouldn't really call them that personally, but they're not humans. At least I could say that for sure. I like the other one. She had some spunk, but this one has zeal, and zeal is much more interesting than spunk. So we'll see.
Liúlàng reaches a hand out, and would be any music playing? I see. I can't hear it.
Do you want me to stop and restart it?
If you'd be down. They reach out into the air as light blue shards sort of open up into some sort of what looks to be a pocket space. Or rather, just sort of ephemeral nothingness, and they reach, and from the thin air, take out a sword of sorts. I don't think this will be great, but whatever.
Now, do keep in mind, he could turn into mud or something, so if that's one of your regular swords, don't know if that'll work. But it'll at least be intimidating enough, I guess. And he then drums along the top of the briefcase again before flicking up the latches and tossing the briefcase over to the ground, where after a moment, it opens on its own. And then, after a couple more moments, slowly slinking out from it is a deluge of mud and other muck and material. Slowly.
You think it's slow?
It's more like slow relatively, considering the methodology of leaving, as it were. It's more like you can't force that much material out of the briefcase at once, to an extent. So, to an extent, it is rather slowly that this floods the surrounding area around him.
I'm gonna. Oh my god! I'm out. This muddy kobold just floods the area and starts whipping around. Sees you chowder-headed jack-bastards jaw me down lower. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Just starts trying to swarm him with mud.
As I said, zeal.
Liúlàng, as soon as the mud started pouring out, effectively just moved to step on just the seat of the bench rather than just having their legs at the ground. And almost immediately, as mud is getting flung, they just sort of quickly hop over to the top of this one, slash the mud bits out of the air. Didn't tell me anything like this, but
Okay, okay,
alright.
now there's two of you. Okay, no, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I can have more things in the swamp. I've had enough briefcases in my swamp. What's two more things for the swamp?
Oh, before anything else, on that note, little fella,
What?
you didn't happen to eat a scythe or anything while you were in there, did you?
There was more than briefcases? I assume I didn't eat a scythe.
No, he just got briefcases.
There's more than briefcases in there? He starts reaching out more arms. There was more than briefcases in there.
I mean, the other things were in other briefcases, but I figured you didn't, because that's not how it's supposed to work. But you can never be too sure. So the question is, who the fuck stole my goddamn scythe? Well, that's its own thing. I guess I'll fucking...
Wasn't a neck? Wasn't a neck?
No, it wasn't a neck.
Oh. Then who cares? Wait, no, I care. I mean, it's kind of cool.
It was alright. I wasn't really good with it anyways. It's just... the pill bottle, though. That one was frustrating to lose. Oh, I really needed that pill bottle.
What? Like, did you lose in, like, a bet or something?
No. It just disappeared. I don't know where the fuck it went. That one was a knack, and that one's what's really frustrating about it. It was a good one, too.
I could try to find it.
I mean, I also can sense knacks. I could also try to find it. I just I don't feel it near here right now, which is the annoying part.
Pauses.
Anyway.
Like, slides back. Wait, you can actually feel necks. You could feel necks? Are you cursed?
Were you not paying attention? Oh, I don't... It's been a busy week. I don't remember if you were there when it was guessed.
I've been there a week?
More or less. Yeah, I can give you 3 square meals, right? I think so.
I thought I was just been finding stuff in there.
No, I was putting that in there for you. I didn't want you to starve.
Oh.
Anyway,
wasn't that
no,
cool?
my epithet's knick-knack. So yeah, of fucking course I could feel out knacks.
Does, like, the lizard blink of, like, one eye blinks, the other blinks? Okay, that's kind of cool. Decca will, at this point, recoagulate themselves not into being a 5x5.
Strange.
If Decca's standing on the briefcase, they're gonna slowly absorb it while hopefully they're not looking. They're probably looking, but Decca doesn't know.
Liúlàng
Picks you up by the scruff, grabs the briefcase.
No!
I imagine Decca would just notice that Liúlàng has kind of just been sitting there, basically completely silently, holding the blade, like, kind of in a backwards grip out to the side, just kind of looking at Decca and watching. They don't seem to say anything or do anything or make any movement. They're just kind of looking at you.
At this point, Decca finally notices, again, out of their rage state, it's like, oh. Wait. Oh, there's 2 of you. Okay.
You already noticed that, didn't you?
Kinda. I mean, like, I was kind of, like, a little bit mad. I've been chewing on briefcases for apparently a week.
Also, as an aside, because I don't know exactly what's going on there at all times. You took in a lot of the other briefcases, and he kind of looks at your shoulder. You aren't missing much body mass. That's pretty impressive, I'll give you that.
I mean, I am mud, but also, like, swamp. But, yeah, no, I just lived through stuff, man. I've had a bomb go off that blew up an entire island. Dingle.
He nods, seemingly understanding the sort of level of which you have gone through, as it were. Anyway,
I guess I gotta be better about myself because you actually know what knacks are, which is like really cool but really scary and like yeah, okay. So what's going on here? I feel like I'm in deja vu because like I let someone out of my swamp, but now I'm being let out of a metaphorical swamp. Like it's a briefcase. So what's the deal here?
Relican just kind of takes his very dirty, even more so from the Decca swamp, fucking jacket sleeve and wipes off the briefcase. I wouldn't consider the briefcase a swamp. I would say that it's a briefcase. It's the infinite briefcase. That's what it is.
Well, I have an infinite swamp.
Well, your swamp's not a knack now, is it?
No, I don't know what it is. I got it from a funny fruit.
Anyway, don't know if you want to introduce yourself first, little fellow, or if I should do so, or my compatriot should. I'm fine with whatever direction in which we want to do it.
You look back at Liúlàng, the sword is gone, and they've just gone to reading a book just standing there.
So what? Not gonna introduce yourself? Too cool for the lizard?
I mean, it's a question of who wants to go first. I literally just said any one of us can go first.
Decca attempts to stand tall and tries to use the swamp to look taller. They're still kobold-sized. I'm Decca, and I'm a knack. I'm a knack collector. I need them to live. And I have a couple. Oh yeah, no, I'm super fucking cursed. The first one that I found, like, it was shiny, I didn't know what it was, and then, like, holds out the, their first knack, which is, like, a little attunement thing. This thing tells me where to go, but also, if I don't have knacks to power me, I kind of start dying.
The little one also said something about being kind of fucked up about it.
Oh yeah, I think she's got something. I don't know, some sort of like, some talks to her, like points out stuff. Like, that's how she finds her knacks. So, I guess knack, at least the two knack users I knew, myself and her, are kind of fucked up that way. I don't know if you're fucked up and you're like cursed by knacks as well.
No. He kind of just scratches his head. Anyway, my name's Relican Artemestri. Please call me Relican. More importantly, I'm Relican Artemestri, but technically in this country's order, it's Artemestri, Relican, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Anyway, Relican. Right. What was I gonna say? Right, did you say your name? I didn't. I kind of zoned out for a second. You went on a little tangent.
Yes, my name's Decca.
Right, Decca. Right. He takes out a notepad and writes something, sticks it in the briefcase. It sinks into the abyss within, which you have been incredibly familiar.
Looks at looks over here.
Right. If you want to introduce yourself, you don't have to feel. If you don't want to, considering I've just brought you here just to make sure that our little friend Decca doesn't get a bit too hasty and running away and so on.
I'll be honest, I think both of you are like full of knacks, or at least you are. So like, I would probably just challenge you to a knack contest. At least I said.
I'm pretty sure you get like 0 knack vibe from Liúlàng.
Yeah, no, there's. I mean, even currently, especially, there's nothing from him. But even outside of that, yeah, there's nothing.
Liúlàng takes a moment, slides down onto the bench. Jídiànjí, Liúlàng. That's my name.
I'm calling you Liu.
Whatever.
Right, well,
Back to Seal.
Liúlàng here was my former apprentice. I'm not from this country, you see. And the country I'm from has a decent amount of martial artists, of masters of various styles. And I made my own style based from my epithet giving me the radar and all that. I collect a bunch of artifacts. I decided, why not use a style using artifacts? Artifact hunting style, I even called it. Oh, that's the zeal. That's what I like to see. Liúlàng here, former student of mine. However, he kind of, his face sours. He picked up swordsmanship. Not really a swordsman myself. Couldn't really teach him. So we're now just acquaintances to an extent, which was fair.
I mean, like, a couple of Naxxer swords pulls out
Yeah,
their
just because
sword.
your decks are swords doesn't make you a swordsman, though. He's a swordsman. He just finger quotes on it.
Liúlàng, like the moment you mention, I have a couple of things that are swords. They are looking at you. You're not looking at them. You feel them looking at you.
Yeah, Decca would have at this point pulled out two swords. One, they pulled out their Sidewinder, which is like a snake-looking sword. And the other one is one of their God Blades. Just pulls that out. I got this, and then this one is like an energy construct made out of like a piece of God or something.
Interesting. Relican opens the briefcase and shuffles around in it for a second. I use this whenever I'm not using my hand-to-hand skills. It's just a stick.
That's a cool
Observing
stick.
swords.
That's a cool stick.
It is a very cool stick. I call it the beat stick. He slams it into the bench. The bench warps and shatters beneath the stick. It's a good stick.
That's a cool stick. Can you hit me with it? Hit me with a stick. Hit me with a stick.
Decca, you take 11 damage.
Decca, no, asked for to be hit with a stick.
Yeah, a stick is not usually something stupid to be hit by.
Fair enough. Decca's head dents from... It slowly fills back in. Okay, that's a cool stick. Ah.
Oh, and you're nice and durable too. Oh, you're going to be a great apprentice if you accept.
I mean, like, if you're literally teaching me how to, like, use Nax better, and also, like, find Nax better, that's like a 2-in-1.
Well, I don't know about finding better. Getting through, like, the temples and whatever the hell other places that the Nax would be in, that I can teach. It's artifact hunting style specifically about getting to and you understanding the tools, not about really finding them in the first place, I would say.
That's good enough with me. Decca holds up both their swords triumphantly, still kind of aware that they're being stared at, but that's usual for Decca.
Liúlàng, like, as Decca is, like, distracted, just kind of deftly tries to, like, not, like, disarm, but just effectively finesse the Sidewinder out of his hand and just observe it.
Hey, I need that. That's bonded with me. That's kind of like part of me. Please don't take that. He's like small child trying to grab sword back.
He's just observing it, just like, long sword, snake design, probably something like that. Looks when they say bound to them. Soulbound item, probably useless to me. Probably go in Infinite Blades collection. No. Passes it back.
Decca like holds it like a baby. He's like, no, mine. They've subsequently dropped the god energy blade, and it has dissipated.
Hmm.
Right.
This one reeks of you.
What was that supposed to mean?
I do smell like briefcase.
They're almost your spitting image.
It's like he's like sniffing himself. Like, swear, smell like cow.
If you could see Relican's eyes, Liúlàng, you swear he's squinting at you right now. I don't know about spitting image. He's a lizard man for one. I think lizard, right? He just kind of turns and looks at Decca.
I am a kobold.
Right.
Has fallen onto the floor trying to sniff themselves.
Whatever that is.
It's like a lizard.
The other one said she was like a goblin or something, right? I
Yes.
think. Anyway. Yeah. So okay, good. If you're accepting the apprenticeship as well, that's good to hear. Now, considering I know she was saying that you're a bit difficult, I assume you're going to make trouble with the fact that you're both apprentices now, you and her, or is that fine? He raises his hat a bit to raise an eyebrow at you.
Decca begins to think very hard about the pros and cons of this. As long as I keep my necks in my swamp, she can't get them and I can steal them from her. That's worse! I accept.
I wouldn't say steal, I would say appropriate through appropriate knack challenges, as is the right of way.
Right, okay.
They're going to fight each other for it.
I mean, that's what I was just saying.
Yes, we will have a neck-craving combat. Constantly. They will all be mine.
No. I can't teach you how to hunt for artifacts. If you ain't got any artifacts, he slaps you upside the head.
This is acceptable. Not really.
You two could duel it out and steal all your other shit after I finish training you. Actually, no, that's a great idea. Once you've all been fully trained, then the winner can be my true successor. That sounds like a great idea. Good job, me. As being a good teacher already.
Does that mean we get to neck craving combat for all the marbles? Marbles are chewy.
I didn't mean to go on the GM. Ignore that for a quick second. I was trying to switch my token again.
You try to grab the briefcase while you're gone.
The invisibility belt.
The what?
Liúlàng doesn't say that.
Sorry, I'm just hearing things and fuck it. I take those pills for a reason. I tell you. Seeing so many goddamn dungeons, I'm sure there's a ghost somewhere haunting me, and Pill fucking pushes it away. Anyway, no. When you and her finish your training, you can steal from each other. They're not my stuff. No, not mine.
Right.
That,
definitely not your
mine.
stuff.
And even if I do give you my stuff, not the hat. Not the hat. Not the hat. He goes back to his neutral expression, except it's a bit more solemn than his neutral expression would put forth. Not the hat. Hat's mine. Never giving it up. Thing from my father. My first neck.
He doesn't like people touching the hat.
Do not touch the hat.
Fair. I don't like people touching my neck, so I guess that makes sense.
Right.
When do we start?
That's a good question. You pay more attention to this sort of stuff than I do. Do you know if there's any dungeons or anything around here?
From what I can tell, there was a cemetery.
Not
I believe
really
there's-
sure if I should go for a cemetery. He just kind of messes with the briefcase, pulls out a fucking rib cage. No, that would be too strong for that. I'd have to choose something that's I'm not exactly with an advantage in.
I've seen some flyers for a trip out to some Arctic place for a strange dungeon there, though. Not my style, the Arctic.
If I wanted to go to the Arctic, I'd just skid a polarity bear. Anything else?
Dungeon. Decca
No.
might not know what a dungeon is, but they understand treasure.
Hey, Kobold, do you know if there's any places, any tombs or anything of the sort here around about?
I mean, DBA's usually like always got something wrong, and like stuff just happens around them that generally causes like trouble. I went to the moon.
Don't really want to dig any through space rocks.
Oh, I know. I just found this cape holds up the flag of the United States of America.
Too ostentatious to be a flag bearer, anyways.
Dungeon. But I'm sure there's probably something.
I think I could ask the what?
Poco doesn't know enough of what's going on for dungeons. They swear that there's probably some.
Yeah.
Like apples as well, I think. Or there's like
Right. Well, first and foremost, then, little one, there's a man named Rosche who's currently taking residence within this town, who's also been on this DBA thing he's mentioned to me. Me and your, I guess, rival would be best thing to call her for this situation,
yes,
are both part of his guild, and you should also join it, because I personally think that the man needs as much help as he can get. He is a nervous mess, personally speaking.
All right. Point me in a direction. Does he have a knack?
I know I gave him that coffee cup. I forget. Was it a knack? Yeah, it was. I used my hourglass to make it. Yeah, he's got a knack. He's got a coffee mug.
Decca's neck snaps as he turns towards you and hears the words out, make knack. You can make knacks.
You've
Yeah.
sold them.
I can. Takes a lot out of me, and even a bit out of my epithet to do it. So I don't do it too often.
Take a bit out of me. I'm like, I keep going.
No, that's not how it works.
Also,
Yeah.
knack or not, don't steal from my brother.
Who's your brother?
Hoshu.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the guy I'm supposed to go see. Hey, it's all coincidences.
Do you have a memory longer than 5 seconds?
I barely.
You know what?
I had to use a knack to learn first grade.
Official schooling. Oh, I like you, kid.
No, like literally, my friend cried shot me so hard I got smart.
Oh, I never went to school.
That sounds sensible.
So
Anyway.
I gotta go find this guy.
No,
enjoy this thing. And
Not
then
find him. I'll lead you to him. I just figured we should probably do that because he has a thing where you can make dungeon keys. So I guess we could talk to him if he knows there's any dungeons around. If they aren't,
yeah.
I'm sure I could stumble into one. I've done it a billion times back home.
All right, dungeons.
That's because our home practically is one.
I mean, you say practically. I'm pretty sure the numbers have been tested and it is one, but like, who could fuck even realize where the goddamn heart of it is even?
Oh, can we go there next? Can we go there next? That sounds fun.
Oh,
wait, next there. Can we go?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of knacks home, but I've picked it a pretty good clean in my ears. You and her are gonna have to get trained a bit more before you can go to my home. Mr. Brooding on the bench over there is from there as well as I am. And let's just say it's swarming with little monsters that are not. Like you and Pixie. Oh, they are just monsters. And they will swallow you whole.
I don't know why
Quite
my
literally.
species, but it's fine.
Anyway, on to Hoshu.
Honestly, I think I saw a couple of you down there. They were bigger, but they were almost like you.
Those are called dragons, Liúlàng, not kobolds.
No.
Completely different, probably.
Hey, wait. You leaving?
Yeah.
Before you go, kid.
Yeah.
Here.
Scamper.
Liúlàng looked like they were gonna throw something at you, and then you walked up. They just sort of pause, reach into their coat, hold a hand over, and then just sort of drop a candy into your hand.
Mind flipping my icon? He picks up the candy. He looks at it. He will consume the candy wrapper and all.
Softy.
They, like, glare at Relican.
This is delicious.
Relican leaves the clearing, holding up a hand, making a sign for Decca to follow.
Right. Thank you. This is delicious. It's a lot better than whatever you fed me. There's a lot of
Listen, those sandwiches were handmade. I take offense to that.
Those are sandwiches?
I even gave you orange juice.
Oh, that's what that liquid was. I thought it was like acid or something, so I left it there. But then I drank it later. It was weird.
Can I trust you?
Yes.
He gives you another one. Bring this to the other one.
Squints. You mean your brother or my rival?
He gives you another one. That one's for Hoshu.
Decca sticks it into his forehead and they go into the swamp. Okay, I'll do it for you because you gave me one first. That means I'm better.
And with the now apprentice and master going off to see one of the master's other friends, as it were, other acquaintances, I think we can end that short story here, unless the brooding man in the corner wants to do anything as they walk off, of course.
No, they're just gonna get up.
Alright. Sounds good to me. If you enjoyed the chicanery of Decca leaving a briefcase, make sure to join Fine Dining, our Discord server, if I can grab the link, because it uncopied itself, because for some fucking reason, which is right here. Join us, please. The pain won't end unless you do.
Join us, please. We need to see what happens when Decca gets permission to kill.
And with that, I think we could say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Right. Goodbye, chat. You're all wonderful people. Any last words?
See you later, alligator.